Lilac Hill Homestead and Wagyu here with our first video. Today we're going to be doing firewood, but, well, in typical homestead fashion, we have about 2 or 3 other things we have to do before we can do what we're going to do. So we've already taken the brush hog off the tractor and trimmed up some brush that was going to hit the fence, and we're clearing that up now. And the Jersey is very interested, as you can see. She is very nosy, likes to stand in the corner of the pasture over here and stare through the weeds. There's a hole in the brush up there in the tree line, and she likes to stare at the neighbors. So I apologize to my neighbors for my nosy cow, but at least she's not gossiping. Well, she might be gossiping to the other cows, I don't know. And there's 9 trying to come over and see what I'm doing. 9 is my other nosy cow, but she's got quite the personality. So does the Jersey, who's being a brat at the moment. Cut it out. It's Melissa. Hi, Mo. You gonna say hello to everybody? You're gonna have thousands of adoring fans. I don't think she's impressed with the video. So today for my technical assistance, I have the Baking Gamer. Mom doesn't know how to make videos or do really any of this, so he's here to help. He's also moving brush. So he didn't realize that he was going to be helping move brush, but we cleared up all this line of anything that was touching the fence and a little bit of storm damage, some broken limbs. I think we got a dead tree to cut. And we're clearing up some brush. We still have to clear up right here, pick it up for a wraparound driveway so that we can start getting deliveries of hay and grain. We left a nice open area here for a grain bin, hint hint, to our business partner. Hint hint. Because we are at the moment, you know, getting our feed in bags, which is heavy and backbreaking. But it is what it is. Our cows are fed and happy, obviously. And over-conditioned, Moo? Is that what you are? I think you're over-conditioned. It's what we learned in Dairy Bowl. Oh, she didn't like that. I've offended her. She's showing me what she thinks of me. Earlier today, we cleared out all the yucky hay that they had just so graciously pulled out. But they are nice enough to help fertilize my butternut trees and my elderberry bushes. Isn't that nice of them? They're not impressed. Not in the least. This is what we have so far for firewood. We've got a lot of maple, thanks to my in-law's neighbor who had a tree cut down and gave us a lot of the firewood. We've got some cherry, some oak, some ash, poplar, locust. I think there's some leftover spruce from a year or 2 ago, which is very well seasoned. We usually try to stay away from the pine type trees because they gum up all of your pipes and cause a lot of creosote buildup. But once it's well seasoned, it usually doesn't create a whole lot of that. So it's nice and seasoned. We had 3 huge spruce trees cut a few years ago because they were growing too close to the power lines and they were getting dangerous. So that's the bulk of our wood. We're hoping to get another 1 or 2 cord that we can put on our porch for, you know, emergencies, a snowstorm, we can't get to our big pile in the middle of the night. Don't want Farmer Joe coming out to get firewood in the middle of the night and slip on the ice and I find a Joe sickle in the morning, you know, because he's been laying there all night. I need him to feed the cows. Can't have a Joe sickle. Here we are, finishing cutting up some of the limbs. Farmer Joe is partial to orange when it comes to his chainsaws. making room to put up a security fence. Yeah, the world's a little crazy right now. This way, nobody can sneak on and steal an animal or steal another chainsaw. When we were putting in our cow pasture, someone came in and Farmer Joe had stuck his chainsaw up in the cow shelter because we were still working. We went in for lunch. When we came out, our chainsaw was gone. So we put our feelers out there and our chainsaw got returned. But to prevent anything like that happening again, we're going to put up some fencing, have our second driveway. We got to clear up the brush first. It's probably cranky because I'm talking and watching him instead of helping. There goes the bacon gamer. Farmhand number 2 to go help. Here comes farmhand number 3. Farmhand number 1 is allergic to being outdoors. So I am super easily distracted when we're doing these sort of things. And I just realized that Farmer Joe, cutting the branches, gave some more sunlight to my witch hazel. There's a little baby witch hazel over there. And there's another baby witch hazel right here. And I've got a little forsythia there, and some lilacs there, and there, and there. And there's a wild rose that's going there, so I just left it because it'll be pretty. Maybe give us some rose hips at some point. So yeah, I'm easily distracted. We start these projects and then I'm going, oh, let me check on this thing that I planted over here. And then the kids found this beautiful feather. I think it's from a blue jay. I don't know. Oh, pay no attention to my yucky nail polish. Got to do that. It's another one of those things that I keep saying, I'm going to do this. But then we get started on something and I forget. But isn't this pretty? I think, what do they say when they find a feather? That it's a message from heaven? I wonder what this one's trying to say. Probably get back to work. So we discovered there's a dead cherry tree. So we are going to... Oh, caught some wire. I didn't realize there was wire down there. We just bought all this land in November, so we're still discovering things about it. That interesting. Electric wire. Huh. Well, anyway, we discovered this dead cherry tree, so we're going to cut that down. That probably won't be firewood though. That'll probably mostly be wood for the smoker. I used a smaller saw and cut my first tree down when we were clearing the land. Big achievement for me. Of course, my tree was only the size of a stick, maybe 3 inches in diameter, but we won't go there. I can still brag to my sisters that I cut a tree down. I used a chainsaw. I was told I'm making them look bad. I didn't tell him how big the tree was. I let him think it was big. It'll be our secret, don't tell them. Yeah, I think most of this wood is going to be used in the smoker. We do like to smoke our meat. Heck, we've even smoked cookies and cinnamon rolls and mashed potatoes. If you can cook it in an oven, you can cook it on a smoker. And it's delicious. Well, we changed gears, and instead of cutting firewood, since we've got this big open space here to prevent anyone from sneaking up through it, we're going to put our gates on. So that is our next project. And we did it. They're up. We've got the gates up, and it's attached to the trees, so we didn't have to drill any posts, because let's face it, drilling posts at the base of trees is a real pain in the butt. So thank you for joining us today here at Lilac Hill Wagyu in Homestead. Hopefully didn't bore the crap out of you, and hopefully you'll join us again for some more interesting videos. Say goodbye to the Kid Gamer. You should check him out on YouTube if you're into gaming. Oh, the Baking Gamer and the Duck Gamer. They're a little shy. Check him out. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. Whatever it is that you do on YouTube. I'll learn someday. Say goodbye, Farmer Joe. Bye, everybody.